Good morning, and welcome to Back to the Shack. It is 4:20 in Winnipeg. Yeah, I decided this is going to be my new time for my new time slot because I'm a podcaster and I just pick random times when I want to go on air. Hooray! Hooray for life. So, I am going to start you guys off quick, but I just wanted to say good morning to you all. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the driving force behind Catholicism Wow, Cardinal Glick.
Thank you. Now, we all know how the majority and the media in this country view the Catholic Church. They think of us as a passé, archaic institution. People find the Bible obtuse, even hokey. Now, in an effort to disprove all that, the Church has appointed this year as a time of renewal, both of faith and of style. For example, the crucifix. While it has been a time-honored symbol of our faith, Holy Mother Church has decided to retire this highly recognizable, yet wholly depressing image of our Lord crucified. Christ didn't come to earth to give us the willies. He came to help us out. He was a booster. And it's with that take on our Lord in mind that we've come up with a new, more inspiring sigil. So, it is with great pleasure that I present you with the first of many revamps the Catholicism Wow campaign will unveil over the next year. I give you the Buddy Christ. Now, that's not the sanctioned term we're using for the symbol, just something we've been kicking around the office. But look at it. Doesn't it pop? Buddy Christ.
Buddy Christ. I was looking for like 2 days for the appropriate dogma clip. And I wanted something with George Carlin in it. And that is the funniest scene. Is the revamping of Catholicism. And there's a lot of good George Carlin clips. I just have to wean through them because I want to play something that's semi-offensive, but there's a point behind it. Just like when I played the clip of George Carlin explaining that words are words, they don't really they have a meaning behind them, but it's all in context of how you use those words that make them, hurtful. Oh. So, I screwed up yesterday morning. I swear to God, last night was the Jets game. I thought Edmonton and the Jets were playing yesterday. They're actually playing tomorrow night. Or tonight, actually. They're playing tonight in Edmonton. Where they're just going to use all their young up-and-comers, all their rookies. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to watching it. It kind of sucks because I won't get to see Buff. I won't get to see him just annihilate people. That's why I like the playoffs, is because Buffalo was just manhandling everyone. If there's a little scrub, he'd just reach in, just grab out 2 fucking players and just rip them out. And it made it look so effortless and easy to yank people out of a fucking fight. Get on you, Buff. That's why I'm a supporter of the Jets, is because of the endless possibilities for advancement for the younger players and the younger prospects going through the AHL, OHL. Well, OHL for the ones that are under 21. Or is it 20? I can't remember the NHLPA's rules. They change them every couple of years, and it's kind of irritating. It's kind of like, the laws in Canada, they change every couple of years, but they change the laws that don't really mean anything. I had this idea yesterday that how to fix the homeless problem in downtown Winnipeg. That is to supply them with their own little box. A glass box, it has windows and everything, but we will put it on the outskirts of Winnipeg, on the perimeter, like around the perimeter where, the farmers are. It's a farmer's problem. It's their problem now. We shouldn't have to deal with it. Because it's kind of bad. Like, there's so many reasons why I quit smoking. There's so many reasons. And it has a lot to do with the moochers coming up to me and asking if I have a smoke or if I have change. It's kind of ridiculous that happens every single time. It happens like 3 or 4 times. And I don't want to be mean because I was in that situation before, but I never actually asked anybody for money. I would ask friends or family for money. I would never go up to a complete stranger and be like, hey, do you have a couple bucks? Nah. It just seems like that is the absolute worst case scenario. And I never actually see myself actually being able to approach somebody like that and just be like, hey man, I need money. Give me money. No, it doesn't work like that. Much rather work for my money. Not work like, be a gigolo or something. But that thought has crossed my mind. But I don't see me earning a lot of money doing that, though. So I'll stick to my other day job that pays marginally well. But it's a good Thursday. It's a Thursday morning. I believe it's Thursday. Hopefully the days haven't all just kind of combined together. I don't know why I made a farting sound. No, it's just random sounds I make in the morning. Just to wake me up. Who needs coffee when you can just make random fucking noises? Oh. So I was watching How I Met Your Mother yesterday. I realized something about that show. Not only is it a good show, but the show in itself is its own punchline. Because not once through the 9 seasons do you actually get to see the mother interact with Ted's friends. Only in the last episode, really. And that's where you got to see a little bit of interaction with each character. And I'm like, you should have built that up a little bit better. And to kill her off is just fucking sad. Like, why would you kill off the kid, kill off the mother? Like, there was really no point to the whole series then if you're not actually going to be having the mother of How I Met Your Mother actually in the show. I don't like the way that ended. It kind of ended the same way that The Sopranos did. Didn't leave much for anything. I was so disappointed when The Sopranos ended. I was just like, what the fuck? Mid-sentence, cut the block. Fuck off. Oz had more thought put into their fucking final episode. That's where they blew up Oz, and they transferred all the inmates out of Oz. Perfect ending to a good show. Way to go, HBO. But How I Met Your Mother, that's my go-to show. I go to that show when I can't find anything else to watch on Netflix. Honestly, TV just doesn't interest me enough to actually sit there and watch it. I'm not a big TV person. I was when I was a kid. Now I'm not. I've just lost interest in it. And now I jumped from Netflix to Crave TV. I only watch Crave TV because it has Cheers on it. And I like Cheers. And Frasier. But, that's what I realize now. There's so many alternatives to different types of media. Like TV, if you don't want to watch the commercials or anything, it's really good that you can watch Crave TV or Netflix. It's really good. It's good. It's good like that. I like that. But all the other shows, it just seems like they're just pulling shit out of their ass and just being like, "Oh, that looks good on paper. Let's do that." Let's just have a show that means absolutely nothing. They tried that once, and it worked. It worked really well, and that was with Seinfeld. But the reason that worked is because Jerry Seinfeld is an actual good comedian, and he knows how to work the camera and work the lines. I don't know about these newer fucking comedians going on TV. As a, I like to call myself a practicing comedian because I haven't actually done anything relevant. So I'm still practicing. It's kind of insulting to see a lot of these newer comics on TV. Like, I like Marlon Wayans. I like his show. His show's funny because, one, he's an accomplished comedian. I'm not yet. Yeah, so I don't know. It's fucked up. I find it fucked up that the way that TV went is to probably just cut out all advertisements in general. I said it years ago that they should just cut out all the advertisements from TV and just have a commercial or channel set that's named fucking commercials. And that's the way it's on the stream too. It's F asterisk C K commercials. I just felt fuck commercials. Or so, you know what, man, works either way. So they'll have that, and then people can actually enjoy watching TV again. I like to think that I am the Donald Trump of how to get shit done in media. And that is to cut out all the fucking bullshit, cut out all the fucking commercials, give the commercials their own fucking channel, and let people watch fucking TV. Because commercials during TV, yeah, it's good to have sponsors and everything, but when you're watching a show and it's getting to a really crucial point, then all of a sudden, boom, commercial. What the fuck? Tired of that shit. That's what annoyed me about TV growing up. Is like, fuck, I can't even watch a show because cut to commercial, then I'll go get something to eat, then I'll come back and I miss the first 15 seconds where it carries over from the commercial. Like, what the hell? You don't give a lot of people time to do anything. Try taking a piss and trying to rush a piss. It's really hard. It's really hard on the bladder. And, you're sitting there, and if you drank a lot that day, you're just going to be sitting there, and you're pissing, and you're pissing, and you're trying to rush it, and that's like rushing shit. You can't rush shit. It's hard. It's really hard to rush a piss. It's really hard to rush a shit. So, I wouldn't recommend those while you're watching TV, because if you get caught in the commercial, you're pretty much fucked. But it's good that you can pause TV for up to half an hour. And I like that because that gives you a lot of time to do stuff in half an hour. But what if, you're making supper and it takes longer than half an hour, and then all of a sudden you hear your TV going? Then you have to sit there and wait for another fucking half hour before you can pause the show. Fuck off. That's the worst idea ever. And I just think it's just a lazy form. That's just so you can fast forward through the commercials. I get that, but I still say, if you're fast forwarding through the commercials, give the commercials their own channel. Just do it. Pay out the advertisers. Get, all in all, how much does the CRTC make out of all the advertisements, and how much does the what's the equivalent in the States? The FCC? Yeah, I guess so. I think it's the FCC. But fuck them anyway. The CRTC is not that bad. I don't mind the CRTC. Because it's easy to comply with them because we're Canadian. If you fuck up, you just say sorry. And they'll slap you with a little small fine and say, don't do it again, sir. Haven't had that issue yet. That's just because I try not to mess with the CRTC because they're scary fuckers. They're scarier than the FCC, man. I mean, where else can you only hear 30% Canadian music content? Bullshit.
Aaron, how about Cat Game?
Cat Game? What's the record?
Thorny did 6, but I think you can do 10.
10? Starting right meow? Sorry about that.
All right, Meow. Hand over your license and registration. Your registration? Hurry up, Meow.
Sorry.
Is there something funny here, boy?
No.
Well, then why are you laughing, Mr. Larry Johnson? All right, Meow, where were we?
I'm sorry. Are you saying meow?
Am I saying meow?